All right, what is up, everybody? This is how I built a $40,000 a month online fitness coaching business. And first thing I want to do is show you some proof here because I did that shit. So first things first, this day we secured like $4,300 worth of payments, and in the year of 2024, we brought in $450,000 worth of revenue, and our biggest month was $57,000. Okay. Now, on average, that's about $37,000 a month. And so that was our average. Okay. Now, I don't think it'd be fair for me to go into all of this without telling you kind of my story, my origin story. And I was an organic coach for 3 years, guys. And I get it. The grind of an organic coach, it's so much different than having an actual business. And I'm grateful for it. But, I was chasing people down constantly. I had to run challenges every 6 weeks, do my giveaways, DM everybody, comment on everybody's posts. It was just, you guys, if you if you're an organic online coach, okay? And I had to do what it took to build momentum inside of our business to make $5 to $10K per month. And that's kind of where I hovered, was that $5,000 to $10,000. I'm going to open this up really quick here. Yeah, I hovered around that $5,000 to $10,000, and I was always confused. My business mentors, I'm not going to name them, because they actually took me from zero per month to 5 to 10K, which at the time was great, but it wasn't a business. Okay. I was more of a freelance fitness coach, a contractor, as I like to say. I was always confused, right? They used to throw rocks at ads. They used to say, hey, ads are a waste of money. Ads are a waste of time. You don't need ads. Now, looking back, I see that they're just trying to sell their offer. But I was so confused because I would see an ad pop up for their business. And it didn't always sit right with me, but I kind of drank the Kool-Aid. I believed them. I started saying the same thing to my peers. Ads are a waste of time. Ads are a waste of money. But fast forward, at the end of year 3, I was broke. I had a super slow quarter 4. I was insanely broke. 5 to 10K per month isn't always that 5 to 10K per month. There's a lot of volatility there. Okay, so what I was doing was posting 3 to 4 times a day. Okay. I was doing my challenges every 6 weeks. I was doing my magnetic giveaways. I was I was doing everything that I could, following, reaching out, all of this stuff. If you are, once again, if you know, right? And so I'll never forget. This is like one of those moments where everything changes. Sometimes you need to hit rock bottom. In December of 2023, I remember, after all gifts were bought, I was broke. I had $100 in my bank account, and I have the screenshots. I have proof of this, and nobody knew. I put on a happy face. I knew I'd figure it out, because that's what we do as entrepreneurs, okay? But the hardest moment for me was when my stepdaughter came up, and I was in my room. I looked at my bank account, and I remember seeing that 100, and I just didn't know what to do. Right? Because, the good thing about entrepreneurs is that at any moment you can make, have a good challenge, have someone reach out to you and pay. You just never know. But it just felt like December, that month, was just not going. It wasn't in my favor. It just didn't seem like the cards were on my side. And she came and said, this is something she said. She said, Nick, are you happy? She says, Nick, are you happy? And that's how she says it. And I remember just telling her, yes, I'm happy. Putting on the face. And then when she left, I just remember not being okay, because I wasn't happy. I was not okay. And even though I wasn't okay, I still knew that I had to do something. I don't care what you believe in. Universe, God, Buddha, Allah, I don't care. But this is what happened. This is my true story. Is one day in December, $100 in my bank account, there's an ad that pops up. This blonde guy, Jeremy Pogue. And in his ad, he said, organic marketing is dead. Organic marketing is dead. And I remember seeing that. And I was like, there has to be something to this, because I've been thinking this for a while. There has to be something. I'm really good at what I do. I'm a good coach. I truly believe that I have one of the best programs in the industry. We have happy clients who get a lot of results, but my organic content wasn't getting to where it needed to be. I was scratching and scratching. I was just begging for someone to follow me, begging for someone to see my stuff, to see my clients' results. I was posting a client story or a post and getting one view, right? And so when we hopped on a call, okay, I told him my story, and he told me 5 words that changed my life. Nick, nobody knows who you are. And that's when it clicked for me, is that I had every piece of the puzzle except for 2. Nobody knew who I was, and then I didn't have a commission-based appointment setter. I didn't have somebody booking my calls for me. And that actually was something that held me back, even though I didn't know it. And so once that clicked, ads started to make sense, and then I got to work, okay? I found a framework, and that hit my target market perfectly. The copy that I wrote, the script that I had, it hit my target market perfectly. And then the leads started flowing in. I started getting about 50 follows per day. And then a new problem was created. I wasn't the best, and I also didn't have enough time to message everybody that came in, to have conversations, to book calls on everybody who wanted to follow me and who wanted me to coach them. I didn't have the time, and I also didn't have all of the skills. And once again, out of nowhere, I get messaged by a guy. His name is Leon Johnson. And he is an appointment setter, and he offered his services to me because he did see my ad. And typically when they see an ad of a coach, they know that, hey, these guys have leads. I can book calls. So our first month working together, and here's the thing, he's commission-based. So he only makes money a percentage of the calls that I close, okay? So our first month working together, because my very first week running ads, I was getting followers every day, new leads who wanted to work with me, but I didn't make any money that first week, okay? And actually, I think it was the first 2 weeks. And the first month in time that we started working together, we hit $30,000, okay? A $30,000 month, 4-week period of revenue. $30,000. And we were spending $50 a day. Now, think about that. $50 a day, $30,000, the ROAS. Imagine if you were to double that, $100 a day, $60,000, right? That's how ads becomes a numbers game, this piggy bank. And so that is when, and I really quick want to show you the first month of us working together. Now, this is where I'm going to show you my calendar, right? So this is the month of November, right? I had I had 7 total calls booked. Some of these are duplicates, okay? 7 total calls booked. Now, these are, I believe, January and February. These are actual, I'm going to zoom in here for you. These are actual calls booked. Now, I take Friday, Saturday, and Mondays off because of my check-ins, and then I like to enjoy my weekends. Okay, so I take that time off. Imagine if I had calls booked then. If I, some of you guys might do that. That's an extra $10,000, $20,000. Okay, so this is what my calendars look like 1 month after running a winning ad and then having a commission-based appointment setter. This is real. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to go over the fitness funnel and then the 4-step framework that is inside of this fitness funnel. Okay. I want to make it super simple. Inside of the fitness funnel, okay, there's basically two of the most important things, and you guys probably can guess it. Thing number 1, I'm gonna lock my screen here really quick so I can highlight some of these. The framework for the fitness funnel, okay? Thing number 1 is You need one simple winning Instagram ad, which is a boosted post. Okay. This is not some fancy ad manager post. It's simply a boosted post, a follow post to get people to come follow you. Okay. Now your copy is very important, and that's what we're going to talk about in the 4-step framework. Now, second thing inside the fitness funnel, like on a very zoomed out level, is a commission-based appointment setter so that you can predictably book qualified leads. Okay. You need someone in your DMs to book these leads into your calendar. Okay. So that's the framework. That's zoomed out 1,000 feet. That's all you need. Okay. Now, if we kind of go into more of a micro view, this is the 4-step framework, right? For the fitness funnel of those two first pieces. Okay. Step number 1 is you need to script your ad. Okay. So you need to create a targeted script that calls out to your ideal client who has money. Okay. If you're trying to help everybody, you're going to help nobody. All right. That is one of the most powerful things that was ever spoken to me, because I used to work with everybody, men, women, children, dogs, all of them. And I'll explain in a sec why. So this is like niching down. This is my example in your script is if you're a high level male executive who goes to the gym 3 to 5 times per week, right? Because 1, you're calling out that they have money, right? A high level executive. Okay. 2, you're calling out that they have a work ethic. They go to the gym. So they have some sort of already, like, you don't have to beg them. You're not holding their hand to go to the gym. Okay. Because we want to work with our ideal clients, these people who succeed, right? So this is kind of the format of your script. This is going to be call out who you want to work with. Okay. You're going to show your case studies, and then you're going to have a call to action at the end of your script. Okay. So follow me on IG to learn exactly how I helped X, Y get to Z. Okay. Now, I know this is just a simple outline framework of your copy of your script, but this is step 1. Okay. Now, step 2 is kind of bouncing off of this first step here is we need to understand our ideal client, right? So the green flags and the red flags, right? So let's start with the green flags. What do your best clients have in common, and what are their similar traits? So what you want to do is take a look at your clients who succeed the most, who get the best results. What do they have in common? And then that's going to help you write your script. Okay. So when you understand your ideal clients, you're going to be able to really get clear on who's coming into your funnel, who's coming into your Instagram, because you want to work with clients who are going to get results, who have money, who are going to work hard. You still don't want to babysit. You don't want to beg people. You want to reduce the amount of refunds, reduce the amount of conflict, reduce the amount of resistance in your business. Okay. So number 2 is red flags, right? What are the similar qualities amongst your worst clients? Same thing as wanting to attract your best clients. You want to repel your worst clients, these red flags. Okay. And so some action items you can take from this video are to write out 3 green flags and 3 red flags of each of your best and worst clients. Okay. So that's step number 2. Okay. I'm going to close these out real quick. Step number 3 is you need to film and launch your ad. Now, if you are not technical like me, okay, my biggest fear when I first met Jeremy was I'm not good with editing. I'm not good with filming. I have an iPhone, and good thing is that iPhones work great. Okay, all you need to do is set up your iPhone on a tripod. You don't need a professional camera. All you need is a natural light source. Well, you can use the sun like a window. You want your face to be bright. You want it to look good. Okay, and a tripod. That's all you need. Now, actually, I lied. Audio does matter. It cannot sound like trash because our brains don't like that. Okay, and when we don't like how someone sounds, we're not going to follow them, right? So audio does matter. I would recommend getting the Rode mics or something similar at a minimum. That's just like the standard, okay? And then, once again, if you are not technical like me, my biggest fear, like before I hired Jeremy and kind of went down this path, like my biggest thing was like, I have to think about it because I'm not super technical. I don't want to edit ads. I've seen these insanely high quality ads with all these crazy edits. I don't know how to do that. So I'm probably not going to get as many leads. It's probably not going to work for me. But all you have to do, and this is what I did, is find somebody on Fiverr who has those skills. You pay them $30. It takes them 2 days, 3 days to get it back to you. And then you have a professional video with the proper script speaking to your ideal client that's sent back to you. You don't need to have the skills. You just need to film and launch your ad. Okay. Now, step number 4, and this is the most important step. Okay. This is going to be inputting a commission-based appointment setter into your DMs. Okay. This is the most valuable asset you can have in your business. Like I said, when I first started running my winning ad, leads were coming in, calls were not being booked. I thought I failed. Once me and Leon started working together, once he took over my DMs, he was booking the calls because he was skilled in that field. That's when you saw my calendar above. That's when we had $30,000 made very first month with the setter and the ad working in sync. Okay. So now, once again, they are commission based. They make a percentage based off of your closed calls. So you don't pay them a retainer. You know, a lot of other coaches, they're going to say, hey, you need to pay them this much per month. It's like $1,000, $2,000 per month. And if you don't close any calls, if they don't book any calls, you still have to pay them, which puts us into a scarce position. We don't have this abundance. So it also keeps them from being hungry because they're getting paid regardless, right? So we put setters into our clients' DMs who are trained, who know what they're doing. Okay. Now, if you decide to go your own route, make sure that you train them up properly with your skills that you have had with DMing, booking calls. You need to teach your setters how to do that, right? Create some sort of a video so you can then give it to your future employees, your setters. Create an SOP, right? To where you can train anybody up in the DMs with how you talk, with how you speak, so they can book calls on autopilot, right? Now, I really quick want to kind of correlate. This is why niching down is so important, because when you can talk to everybody the same way, it makes it very easy on scaling, right? It makes scaling very easy because there's a difference between trying to book a call with a male who wants to get shredded and a female who wants to lose her mom pooch, right? Like that's an actual thing that we get in our DMs quite often. Okay, those are different conversations, and you have to either teach your setter how to navigate through that, or you can just have your setter say the same things to the same people who all have the same issues, the same problems, the same desires, the same strengths, because you've niched down and you're speaking to the same person, okay? If you do all of this properly, here's the results you're going to get. Okay, this is a $10,000 trip to Marbella, Spain. This is me in Nikki Beach. If you guys know, Drake raps about Nikki Beach. This is in Marbella. This is a gym beach. We all went to the gym. And then this is me with my Tesla Model X. This was on my vision board when I first started organic coaching. And in my first year of being not an organic coach, I finally got it. Right? I was so frustrated because I felt like I wasn't accomplishing my visions that I wanted to achieve. And then I started to make money, like real money, like more money than my parents. I kind of felt bad. Like I was making more money than everybody around me, except for the people in my inner circle of business and this running ads and setters, and then people who are like scaling and leveling up, right? So these are the results that you get with it, right? And I should have added in here, photos of my family and I, but once again, like this is what I've always desired, was to live a life of wealth, to never worry about money, to actually feel wealthy as opposed to just pretending that I'm wealthy. And that was something that I felt like I did for all the 3 years that I was organic coaching. I would tell people I make $10,000 a month when I just had like a $3,000 month, because my organic coach made a post saying that I hit $10,000 a month, even though it was just like once every few months. So it's just crazy. And yeah, guys, this is really quick. This is how I built a $40,000 a month online fitness coaching business. And this is the framework. This is the funnel. This is the step-by-step process. I don't want you to overcomplicate it. I'm no different than you. I was stuck. I was frustrated. I thought that I was the exception to the rule, that I can never be this coach who made a lot of money. I thought that the inputs that I put in equal the outputs. The goal is to have less inputs to get more outputs. Okay, leverage. I make more money than I've ever made with my online coaching business, and I work less than I ever have when I was an organic coach, because I have leveraged my time, I've leveraged my money, and now my business is on autopilot. Okay, that's why I'm actually able to start this new offer, create a new opportunity for online fitness coaches who have no idea what they're missing out on. Yesterday, my closer closed 2 calls, right? 1750 times 2, 3,400 yesterday on a Saturday. Okay. He gets double commission because it's a weekend, but that's what life can be like if you follow the framework. And last thing before I go, this is a saying that really changed my life. You will make what you're willing to learn how to make.